This video gives you the information you need in order to plan a canoe run down the Jacques Cartier River in Quebec. The Jacques Cartier River comes out of the Laurentian Mountains, which is an ancient mountain range in Quebec, and it flows south towards the St. Lawrence. And so it has the characteristics of a mountain river. It has a good current, and it is cold water, beautiful scenery nestled in a valley. It's a great river for canoe enthusiasts, including at the beginning level. So it has some easy rapids, some swifts, class 1 and class 2. It's also relatively short, a couple days at most to go down the Jacques Cartier River. So as I mentioned, it's close to Quebec City, about 30 clicks away from Quebec City. Close enough for a drive. You could stay in Quebec City and actually make it easily to the river and run it in the day if you want. It's that close. But the river does lie in a park. There's plenty of campsites in the park, lots of hiking trails too, by the way. But this great little river is in there. And basically you can see here, if you're coming from Quebec City, you take the 73 north, and then to the 175, and you can follow your GPS. It's pretty accurate here, and there is cell phone coverage most of the way. And there's a visitor center right at the edge of the park where you can get all the information that you need. So as I mentioned, the river is in a park, Parc National de la Jacques Cartier. So that's a Quebec provincial park. And the website here has all the information that you need in it. It does have English on the website, and the services are all available in French and English. So you'll find on the website a description of the whitewater activities on the river, including information on shuttles and canoe rentals. And so you can check that out. Also really important, you can get a physical copy or from the website, a copy of this map. So this is a topo map of the park and the river. And the route that you want to consider is right here at La Jetée. If you put in at La Jetée and canoe down the river, you'll be looking at class 1 and class 2 rapids the whole way. So very mild whitewater, suitable for beginners. And there's only one class 3 rapid, but there's a clearly marked portage and a big portage trail around. Oh, let me move myself here. You continue paddling down, and you can paddle right down to basically where the the parking lot, the visitor center, and most importantly, the canoe rental is. So if you're renting any gear, boats, life jackets, paddles, or if you're taking advantage of the shuttle, this is a natural place for you to return to at the end. I also just want to show you on this map, if you go back to the top here, if you go back up above La Jetée, you can see there's class 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4 rapids. So here, this upper stretch of the river is for real whitewater paddlers that are experienced. And actually through the park, they run a rafting adventures up here. So you can also do kayaking and so on. But if you're with novice paddlers, you should put in at La Jetée and do the descent. You could do that route from La Jetée to that takeout in about 5 hours. So you could totally do it in a day, no problem, no sweat. But there are canoe camping sites right on the river. So what I would recommend actually is you try and get one of those campsites right on the river and add a night, and that would make for a nice 2-day descent. There's also tons of campsites just off the river, which you could also take advantage of if you can't get one right on the river. If you're planning your trip, you'll also want to check out the Hydro-Quebec site for water levels and water flow. So there is a station, 050801, at Chemin Gosford, so on the Jacques Cartier River, and then you'll get real-time information on the water levels, and you'll also be able to compare to previous seasons. And so you want to make sure that you're not, getting too low there, maybe below 30 cubic meters per second, because at that flow you're going to be bumping and grinding, and you want to avoid that. But a good thing to do would be to talk to the folks at the gate and at the canoe rental center, where you'll check in, for parking and camping and all of that, and they will give you advice on the paddleability of the river. So that's about it. I hope this helps get you started. It is a wonderful little river, great for a little getaway, great for novice paddlers, very close to the city of Quebec. It is a park, so it does tend, to have people at it, taking advantage of both the hiking and the canoeing. So it's not isolated, but it does have a wilderness feel to it. So I hope this helps, and I hope to see you out there.